Speaker Pelosi. Wow.
Yeah.
That all happened yesterday.
GOP continues to be big, giant bag of rats. Fight. You're all equally awful.
No, some are worse than others.
Some are worse than
Thank God
others.
Politico's finally doing pieces on GOP in disarray.
Yes, I saw that. I figured you'd enjoy. Chuck Todd, are you listening? Chuck, hey Chuck.
Chucky boy.
Okay, so does this qualify? So obviously censure is the most, except for expulsion, that's the most serious thing that can happen to. So he retweeted an account with that video again.
Yeah.
Would that, I think, push us up to expulsion? Because I think so. He retweeted it just minutes after the House voted to censure him and strip him of his
From his personal account, not from his...
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
so that
makes it fun.
Oh, and it makes it funny now.
Yes.
I see why it's funny.
Yes, you see.
Okay. Have I mentioned that Republicans don't really get comedy? And also that it's always involving killing someone
Death.
or
Yeah.
violence? Yeah, death. Violence.
That's not funny.
Yeah. Death stalks their comedy at every turn. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Death stalks you at every turn. There it is. Death. You know, at my age, the mind starts playing tricks.
No.
Death. Oh, where were we? Death.
Okay. So, boy, the very chatty John Carl now
Yes.
says...
Now that he has a book to sell.
the cowardice on top of their awfulness is just that's what really makes it. He said the way Republicans talk about Gosar privately, here we go, right? Privately is entirely different from what you saw at the spectacle today of them coming in and effectively defending him. They say he's lost it. I've had top Republicans tell me that Gosar specifically before this episode saying, he's not all there. All you have to do is look at him and listen to him to know that
right.
And I keep saying that. I don't mean that in any... Okay. David Gosar, if you're listening, he's been on the show before. I saw him on TV yesterday. I seriously, and I think Kathy Griffin said something like this too. I just really want to know, what I think someone that is serving in a leadership capacity like that, you should know if they're incapacitated in some way. Someone was talking about the video right after this happened. He obviously has uncontrollable twitching, and I don't know what that means. I know that I've been told it can be anti-psych meds, but clearly his own colleagues know that he has lost it, or he's not. There's something really, really wrong. They're going to wait till he actually kills someone? He clearly is disturbed, right? I don't even know what to say.
If only a Republican like Nikki Haley would say something about people needing to have cognitive tests.
Right. Or show their tax returns or something that might be consistent in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That spectacle, I just thought of my dad again. It's like AOC said. It's just, we can't even say this is wrong.
Yeah.
This is where we're at.
Right.
Threatening to kill a coworker. I do it about you guys in a funny way. So I don't think I've gone that far.
Have you ever
I've
threatened to kill us?
suggested cartoon bodily
Okay.
injury, like throwing a stapler at you, but I don't think I've ever.
I have that video of you shooting me with a dart gun.
It was a dart, and you agreed to it, and you were in a spandex, so you had it coming. You were playing a superhero with a shield.
blocked
And you
it
had
with my Captain
you
America
had a
shield.
Thank you. Did you have a Captain America shield? He had a Captain America shield, Your Honor. You're playing the judge. You just say case dismissed.
Case dismissed.
Thank you.
What? No,
he
I
had a
wouldn't.
shield.
I wouldn't dismiss that case.
Spandex is asking for it.
What were you wearing yesterday, lady?
We do have video of you being shot by me with a dart in Sexy Liberal.
Yeah.
It's a small rubber
You need
dart.
to carry around a cartoon mallet.
Yes. Now that would be funny.
Yes.
An exploding bird seed.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd also hold you at
is
arm's
that
length
what-
where you couldn't get to me.
Matt Gaetz. They're just, oh my God, they're full-time trolls. That's all they do is try to block real things that will help real Americans and rail about, right? Matt Gaetz said, oh, we're going to censure Wile E. Coyote next. It's like, And they know better. They know the difference.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, there's cartoon violence, and this was specifically using your coworker's face and the president's face in something. Okay.
Wile E. Coyote could use a censure.
Yes. Listen, I will vote to expel him.
Does he ever really talk?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I am Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
But this is not the point. Like, and the other people commenting on it, like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert have done the same thing. Isn't that why? I can't even remember 16 reasons ago why Mayor of Crazy Town got stripped of her assignments. Which violent threat was it? She's made a bunch, right?
Well, Boebert just a few weeks ago with Matt Gaetz was yucking it up on Twitter about
blowing up the Capitol.
metal detectors
Yeah.
in the Capitol.
Right.
She's Marjorie Green. She is the mayor of Crazyville.
I don't know, just yesterday, first of all, continuing to repeat the big lie that caused all the violence and the insurrection. Let's go from 12, since we're at the mayor of Crazy Town. Cut 12. Yes, I'll get her.
Okay, thank you.
Joe Biden didn't win the 2020 election, and everything that we're seeing is the result of that. And those key states, mine, Georgia being one of them, listed as states that will definitely swing back Republican, is because we're Republican to begin with, not because we've turned blue. And we didn't elect Joe Biden in 2020.
What? Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You did. Your Republican Secretary of State said so.
Georgia did too in blue. It voted for Biden and it has 2 Democratic senators.
Yes.
Oh my God! But it just did. Should there not be censure for continuing to repeat this lie?
There should be
and then
censure
tell me
for
this is
stupid.
not inciting violence. Let's continue.
Republican voters, the American people, are sick and tired of electing people over and over again that continue to fail us, continue to create more debt, and continue the long, slow slide into a communist country.
And then, here's the coup de grace. Here we go.
We need a good plan that saves America and stops communism, and we need a good plan that restores America back to the republic that it was originally founded to be, because our freedoms are so precious, Steve, that we do not want to lose them, and the only way you get freedom back after you've lost it is with the price of blood.
Oh, God. Threatening
Right,
violence
and then she
again.
went on to say, we don't have that about, we don't want a civil war, but, you know.
If we need to.
Right.
Well,
and by the way, the Steve in there would be formerly convicted and then pardoned felon Steve Bannon. who
Yes.
is hopefully on his way back to prison for his next crime. Yes, Travis.
Just a thought. If she wants to go back to the country that we founded, she couldn't own property, she couldn't serve in Congress,
Right.
and she couldn't vote.
Right.
So she might want to rethink that, but
Right.
she is Marjorie Green, the mayor of Crazy Town.
Yes, indeed.
Bill.
Thank you.
Bill, I'm sorry.
Okay, so her thoughts on not censoring Gosar included new threats of violence. So that's where we are. Okay, and Lauren Boebert has done, I can't remember which thing Veronica or Betty did that was, inside. I mean, they've done, right? Wasn't she the one with the ad with the gunshot and the heart? It's okay.
Holding a gun, taking out the squad.
Yeah, the squad. Okay. Gee, it's weird. And it's always the young women of color that get targeted by the, GOP. It's weird. I'm sure that's a coincidence. Okay. Lindy Lee on Twitter says, Representative Gosar is the first member to be censured in more than 10 years. Steve Bannon is the first to be indicted for contempt of Congress in 38 years. Trump is the first president in American history to be impeached twice. GOP making history for all the wrong reasons. How about we run on just GOP? Big bag of rats. Big bag of rats.
It's
Fight. You're all awful. Also, we people really liked my Trump talks. Democrats deliver. That was my favorite on
Okay.
infrastructure.
Good.
Trump began the conversation. He really gets the credit here.
Yes.
Right.
Donnie needs so
Right.
much credit.
Because Trump talks. Democrats deliver. Yeah, he gets credit for talking about it for 4 years. For 4 years of infrastructure weeks that never. All right. Okay.
Nothing but rabble.
Rebel.
Be big and beautiful.
Yes, AOC I thought was,
Outstanding.
as she is eloquent and compelling yesterday.
In response to the Republican leader's remarks when he says that this action is unprecedented, what I believe is unprecedented is for a member of House leadership of either party to be unable to condemn incitement of violence against a member of this body.
Went on to say,
it is a sad day in which a member who leads a political party in the United States of America cannot bring themselves to say that issuing a depiction of murdering a member of Congress is wrong, and instead decides to venture off into a tangent about gas prices and inflation. What is so hard? What is so hard about saying that this is wrong? This is not about me. This is not about Representative Gosar, but this is about what we are willing to accept.
and by the way, the thing that enables Kevin McCarthy to be such a spineless, gelatinous coward.
He's not a leader.
Is the mainstream media, because he basically did both sides do it.
Yep.
And this is what they report. You tell me when the other side has done it. He said, "Oh, this is what did he say? Oh, rule, yeah. Give me the jelly,
this
gelatinous
goes,
pile of cowardice."
It's
Yes.
an old definition of abuse of power. Rules for thee, but not for me. That's exactly what's happening here
Because
today.
both sides do it. Yeah.
House Democrats are preparing once again to break another president of the United
President?
States House of Representatives.
You mean precedent?
It's an open secret that the American people are facing substantial challenges today. Many of these challenges are Washington inflicted of one-party rule caused by a Biden administration incompetence and radicalism.
Radicalism.
Okay. Name me one Democratic member that has issued a death threat against one of their colleagues. They haven't.
No.
They always try to. Our friend Maxine Waters. They always try to use Maxine. Maxine Waters has never called for violence.
Correct.
The one thing they always point to is she said, "Get up in their face." She clearly was talking about a protest
Yeah.
about, and I believe that was when they were putting babies in jails. And she was talking about members of the administration get in their face, I mean, that's what she never has incited violence. No member has. All the members they mention, right? They're saying, "Oh, we're going to censure and expel Schiff and Swalwell and AOC and Ilhan Omar." And I mean, this is by the way, Aaron Rupar said it. Today's been a good reminder of what the consequences would be of a GOP taking control of both chambers of Congress following the midterms. This is an unhinged, dangerous, bigoted, irredeemable party. And I think it's Charlie Pierce that said it'll be all rage and vengeance based on nothing. There is such a false equivalency.
Yeah.
It's okay. One more. Give me the last AOC.
Now, this nihilism runs deep, and it conveys and betrays a certain contempt for the meaning and importance of our work here. That what we do, so long as we claim that it is a joke, doesn't matter. That what we say here doesn't matter. That our actions every day as elected leaders in the United States of America doesn't matter. That this chamber and what happens in it doesn't matter. And I am here to rise to say that it does. Our work here matters. Our example matters.
Good for her. Good for her.
Great.
And then
speech.
Paul Gosar did not apologize and then compared himself to Alexander Hamilton.
Yep.